everybody. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about reading and writing. It's the holidays here, we've finished school, and you might want to help your child be ready for reception, or maybe they've had reception year 1, year 2, and you'd like to support them in furthering their reading or their writing. So we'll have a very quick overview of what you can do to support them. So first, reading. The main thing you can do to help your child with their reading, no matter what level they're at, is to read as much as you can. So read to them, but you read to them when they're having snack. Make it really nice and cozy, and sit around the table and have a snack and you read. Read when they're in the bath. Read when maybe they come and cuddle up in your bed in the morning. Read when you're in the car if it doesn't make you feel a bit poorly. Just read. Have books everywhere around the house and read. So that's number 1. 2, you have to read yourself in front of them. Now, if you have a baby or toddlers, you're going to think, no, that's bananas. And it is bananas, and you don't have to read for hours. But they need to see you read. You need to model it. So just 5 minutes. Sit for 2 minutes before your toddler starts jumping off of the sofa. But just a little bit through the day at some point when you can. And have books around, your own books. And you won't read much of it. But still, it's an example. And the third thing, have high quality books. That's really important. And no matter the age, you can still have lovely picture books with an 8-year-old, and you can start chapter books with a 3-year-old. If you really want good books, go to an independent bookstore. You go to the shop, an independent bookshop, and you see what they have. And once you find an author you like, get all the others. But it's important to have a good mix of funny books, books for younger children, picture books, but they're lovely to all sit around and look at books together, and the bonding that comes through that. Chapter books that are for that age, but chapter books that are for a couple years ahead, and that helps with vocabulary, which is so important, because if we don't have the vocabulary, we can't read books. If we don't know the words, we can't really read them. So it's important to really have a wide range of books to really grow the children's vocabulary. And so that's reading. Writing. Right, so opposite to general, I don't really know, knowledge, writing comes first. Writing comes before reading. Now, everyone's going to be up in arms, but writing is so hard. I'm not saying handwriting, I'm saying writing, building words. Building words doesn't need any pens, it needs any letters you want. You can go for the fancy Montessori wooden letters, but it doesn't have to. Just print some letters, let them write with those letters. Depending on whether you think your children can handle it, you can let them use your computer with you next to them, your phone when they're a bit bigger. My children use my phone to send messages to their dad. If we're late in the car, I'll give them my phone and they can write messages on them. The great thing about using text or whatever WhatsApp is the predictive text, so that really helps them with their reading as well. And if you have one, a typewriter, those are really lovely. They're very quite expensive now, but anything for them to build words, and it doesn't have to be a pen. Once you've done that, so that's great, but they also need to see you write. We don't really write anymore, but they need to see you write. Your shopping list, your to-do list, that needs to be written by hand. Have it in your phone, but also, again, model to your children you writing. And it doesn't have to be beautiful, they just need to see that writing is important and that you're doing it. Let me have a look what else I have. Right, so we've done handwriting, we've done writing. Handwriting is, so when you're going to use that pen, that's the end. And how do we help our children with that? Well, the main bit, gross motor muscles. You need to have strong shoulders and a strong core. If you don't have that strong, your handwriting is always going to suffer. And how do we help our children do that? Monkey bars, any climbing equipment, climbing trees, watering the garden, sweeping, hoovering, washing the windows, emptying the dishwasher, putting a wash on. And I know it sounds a bit bananas, but that's what your children need to be doing, because it will help with their muscles, because it will make them independent. Those are really great activities. Once you've got that, those strong muscles, you can then go for the hand muscles, the fine motor skills. And this would be the same. Buttering their own toast, putting jam on their own bread, cutting fruits, cutting vegetables, peeling everything around the house, pegging the washing if there's something low enough for them to reach, pegging, washing up. That'd be really helpful. So anything they can do around the house will be great. And then if you're out in the bad night summer, sandcastles, whittling, anything like that. So I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and I will do another video of all our favorite books. Okay, bye.